Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Happy Tuesday afternoon. I hope we're all okay. Hope we're enjoying the lovely sun that there is. It's very warm today in England. I think it might reach up to about 25 degrees, which in England's terms is like we're melting, to be honest. It's very hot. So yeah, make sure you're looking after yourselves. Make sure you stay very hydrated and all those things. All right. In this video, we are talking a little bit around Pierre-Emile Højbjerg and the Dortmund links. There was a weird report from Turkey on Szymanski that I'll talk about. I want to talk about the England Euros, I guess you could say, structure, tournament tree kind of vibe. I want to talk about that because we definitely got dealt some good luck in that. And yeah, just sort of a general roundup of things that are going on at the moment. So plenty to talk about, plenty to get into. Just want to say, though, if you're new, subscribe. You're very much welcome to join us for the journey. Afternoon, Spurs, mate. How are you? Tom, how are you, mate? You're right. Afternoon, Donna. I wouldn't say David's better than any of our current forwards, but if you're moving Sonny out left, then obviously you're going to be upgrading your depth at least. Afternoon, Dan. Hey, Jason, mate. You're right. Afternoon, Riley. How are you? Alez, how are you, mate? All right. How was gym today? Gym was very good. It was chest day, so it's always one of the best days of the week. It was chest day. Yeah, it's not much to tell really. Afternoon, Sonia. How are you? You okay? So yeah, loads of really good stuff to get into today. I'm here for Mr. Roach. I won. It's not about winning. It's not about winning. Dean, mate, how are you? All right. So let's talk about Pierre-Emile Højbjerg basically first. Let's start with that, okay? I will bring into a little bit of Geertruida news, but you know, I think we've already kind of talked about what we think the Geertruida situation might look like with PSG being in there. So I'm not ignoring anyone. I'm expecting a parcel. That's all. So yeah, let's start with Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. So it came from Sport Bild out in Germany. Obviously, massive publication, and they said that Dortmund are interested in Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Now, this is quite an interesting thing because a few days previous to this, they were linked with Pascal Gross, the Brighton midfielder, and he's got, I think he's like 1 year left on his contract. You know, he's sort of in his early to mid 30s. He's in the German squad, and obviously he's got himself in there. But obviously, you know, he might want to play a top flight football, well, the rest of his top flight football back home for a club that maybe he never expected to play for. So I totally get that side of things. And, you know, he'd be cheap as well. But does it make me think maybe he's going to sign a contract extension, or does Frankfurt get in there? And that's why Dortmund might be shifting ever so slightly to a Højbjerg. Potentially, I don't see how it makes sense. I think, you know, they've got similar-esque midfielders already at Dortmund that do what Højbjerg does. So I'm a bit confused by that, if I'm honest. Afternoon, Liam, mate. How are you? All right. It's about the process. What parcel? It's gym-related stuff that I've ordered. So there you go. I'm off to London Hospital, so I have to catch up later. Sorry, have a good day, everyone. That's all right, Liam, mate. I hope you're okay. Hope all goes well. So yeah, with Højbjerg, it just makes me think that I think Dortmund at the moment potentially maybe aren't feeling confident on the Pascal Gross front, therefore shifting some attention towards maybe someone they think they can get. And to be honest, Højbjerg, I think, would jump at the opportunity to go play for Dortmund, because Dortmund's a really solid side. You know what I mean? A really solid side. It's a side that would definitely give him enough money as well, which obviously this is the thing. It might be one of his last ever big contracts. So, you know, you've got to make your money's worth. But it's a league that he knows very well. And, you know, he'd played for Dortmund and he'd have played for Bayern. There's actually a decent list of players that have done that. So it makes a ton of sense. You've still got, you know, teams like Atletico. You've still got teams like, you know, Napoli has still been linked to him. AC Milan, obviously. I was trying to think for a second. I don't know why I was thinking Inter, but AC Milan as well. So you've got teams that are still quite keen on Højbjerg, but I think if they all lined up, who would he go to? I just feel like Dortmund would be the move. I just think it would be the move. I could be wrong. I don't know what you guys think. I could be wrong. It could be Atletico, could be the move, but I think Dortmund would be the move at least I would do, I guess. And I know I'm not Højbjerg, and I would never speak for him, but this transfer of Højbjerg, I think, is going to stretch in well into the Euros, unless they go out. Obviously, they go out tonight. Obviously, they play tonight. England play tonight as well, obviously. But if they go out early, then yes, you would assume that the dealing of his transfer would speed up a little bit, but I don't think crazy amounts. I don't know why it's giving me a thumbs up there. Apologies. So there is that on Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. It was on my phone. Apologies. I looked at this Turkish report and I thought, do you know what? Before someone comes into my chat and goes, "Have you seen this?" I can be like, "Yes, I've already talked about it." So Turkish reports have said that Sebastian Szymanski has agreed personal terms with Spurs on a 4-year deal. Spurs and Fenerbahce are in talks to finalise a transfer for him. Fenerbahce want Spurs to raise their initial €17.5 million bid. I don't see anything in this. I see absolutely nothing in this, if I'm honest. It's just, you know what I mean? These are, I think this is one of those reports, right, that if you throw in, the old saying, if you throw enough SH1T at a wall, enough will stick. That's what, you do. You keep churning out these reports because the more you do it, the more you're going to have something that sticks from it, right? There's nothing in this. We're not in for Szymanski, in my opinion. Who we're in for is obviously $1 million question at the moment, but we're not going to be in for Szymanski. It makes no sense at the moment. Turkish reports I don't think, are the strongest, But, well, you know what I mean? We'll see on that one, but I see absolutely nothing in it, if I'm honest, guys. I don't know if you guys think something a little bit different on Szymanski, but I see absolutely nothing in that whatsoever. It just makes no sense. I'm seeing all over Twitter that, we've agreed personal terms, we've done this, we've done that. There's nothing in it for me. We ain't losing tonight. Well, we'll talk about England in a minute, Riley. What are we using software for streaming at the moment? I'm using my Mac. It's nothing. It's a nothing burger. Absolutely. Oh, do you know what, dude? I miss burgers. I really do. I do miss them. Can't eat like that at the moment. So there was that one. Really quickly, I wanted to talk about I want to talk about a little bit briefly about the England game. Obviously, we will talk about it a little bit more in the 7 p.m. stream. Obviously, because we play at 8 o'clock tonight, I'll be able to talk a little bit about it in a bit more detail then. So I'm not going to talk about the game as such then. I mean, you got France, Poland at 5, and you got Holland, Austria at 5, and then you got Denmark, Serbia, and England, Slovenia at 8. Oh, plenty of football. Can't wait for that. Do I like a burrito? I do, but I can't eat like that either. Got to eat proper healthy. So with England, I wanted to talk about the route that they would have to the final. So in sort of tournament trees, it sort of splits half and half. Got one half, the other half, right? England's half would have teams like Slovakia, Austria, Switzerland, Croatia, Holland, Hungary, Romania, and Turkey. The other side would have France, Germany, Portugal, Spain, and Italy. So, other than you would say Holland as being like one of the standout teams there, you've kind of got teams all in the same sort of boat because Croatia only go through if England win by 3 goals tonight, right? So Croatia apparently need us to do them a favour, which you shouldn't put faith in England doing you a favour because I don't put faith in England doing a simple job, let alone favours. But you look at it, Turkey, Switzerland, somewhat similar level. You got big Romania in there though, so I'd be worried of them because they're my dark horses up the Dragoons. But looking at it, Slovakia, Austria in this next round, Switzerland, Croatia in the round after. You know what I mean? Like England, I don't know how England finesse tournament football by getting all the draws they could possibly want. I don't know how they do it. It's impressive, but don't get me wrong. We'll get to the semi-final. We'll face Holland, our first actual team, and we'll lose. You know what I mean? Like it happens every time. We play nobodies. We get excited that we get to the semi-final. We play someone that's somewhat competent, and we absolutely poop the bed. You should put more faith in your homeland. Too many years of hurt, Donna. England, Slovakia, last 16. Switzerland, quarterfinal. France, semi-final. Germany, final. Well, there is that. Got a joke. How do you make an idiot say? I'm not going to say that word because that's probably part of the joke, Marshall. But how would you? Oh, damn it! I just said it myself. Oh. Well, I'm the idiot. As Ange wants to offload a couple of players, why don't they put them in some swap plus money deals? FFP changes the way those deals sort of work at the moment. But it's not out of the realms of possibility. Not at all. We could have lost to Denmark. Easily could have lost to Denmark, Sonia. You could probably say we should have lost to Denmark. You know? But it wouldn't, do you know, it wouldn't even shock me now. It would, do you know, what wouldn't shock me is if we turn up tonight and we stink up the joint, or we turn up tonight and we look like world beaters. Nothing would surprise me. Nothing. Because that would be the epitome of England. Look rubbish. Absolutely destroy a team that you should beat anyway. Destroy them. Be like, hey, look at us. Whoa, we're amazing. And you get the fans back on side again, and then you look rubbish in the next two games, and then you're out of the tournament. That wouldn't surprise me, you know. You reckon the Swiss will beat Italy? Well, I tell you what, Italy got lucky yesterday. They needed Calafiori to set this guy. Was it Zaccagni? They got lucky. So there is that side of things. Right. All right, this is my last story that I'll talk about before having a few questions and then heading off because I've got stuff to do today. Hopefully doing a bit of interior design. Can Gareth be sacked mid-tournament? Well, if he's the Ivory Coast manager, yes, but he's England. It's not going to happen. Alistair Gold said that Spurs are attempting to still try and get a deal or two done before players return for pre-season training next week. Well, I'm going to be honest. Good luck. Now, look, they could have a lot of things up against their chest where, you know, the media don't know about it. Insiders don't know about it. You know, Levy, Lang, that'll be about it. You know, that kind of vibe. They're the ones that know about these deals, right? Which, if that's how they do it, no problems for me. I don't mind deals being kept quiet. It means they get done professionally. We don't have prices skyrocket because other teams find out about them, but they're also done efficiently well, right? But if we were to get when they say one or two, that means they reckon they can get one, but we'll say two, but we say or two. So if we don't, it's we still get one, we look good. But if we get two, we look great. They better not count Timo Werner as one of those, though, because that would really annoy people, I think. That's how I would look at that. But I don't know what you guys... we'll do a quick little poll for that. Are you confident on signing a player before pre-season? Vote in that poll. Let me know what you think. Oh, people seem to think we will get a player. So 73% say we will sign a player before pre-season, which I think is fascinating. I love the confidence, and I somewhat hold that confidence, but I get a bit nervous about it, if I'm honest. It's maybe there's a slight pessimism in me, but I definitely think, look, I hope we do, but the next question you'd find is, it's obviously not going to be a marquee name. That's the way I'm going to look at it. It won't be a big name. It's not going to be an Eze. So who would it be? Because you've got to think. I think Palace. This is kind of me with my tinfoil hat on, speaking out my ideas on this. Palace going to want to sell Eze before financial fair play finishes this year, right? And then I think they'll want to sell Eze after July 1st. So then they go, great, we've had financial fair play. We're sorted now. We're sorted. We can spend because they'll have loads of wiggle room. But for Spurs, I think Spurs get someone smaller, trying to think, is Jonathan David that guy? And then after that, because Spurs have no issues for this season. And then from July 1st, where you have a new clean slate, where, you'll be on the hook for some deals in terms of like, installments wise, we owe this and, things like that. But you can kind of change things. You can adjust things. You can sell players. You've got plenty more time, but who? Well, that's the thing. Is it a Jonathan David? He seems good. Scores, top bin, both feature as well. Hold the ball well. He's solid. It's called blind faith, Andy. We live in hope. Yeah, exactly. What level of player do we get? Quality or just another squad player? Well, I look at it and we should have 25 squad players. That's the way I look at it. But that's going to take a few years. Think about it, Andy. We already technically signed 2. Yeah, they're so going to use that against us. Well, look, we signed Bergval. Yes, you agreed the deal back in January. Get out of my face. Oh, we signed Timo. I mean, that was a really easy deal to solve. So get out of my face again. But they'll use it again. They'll say they absolutely always do. They always go when they talk about Summers. They go, well, no, we had to sign Kulusevski and we had to do this and we'd do that. It's like they hook you in for that January and then they kind of set you back a little bit more in the summer. To be honest, it's good that we have most of our starting 11 back for pre-season. We've not got the keeper. We'll have the right back. I haven't got the centre backs. None of them because they're all at international tournaments. Destiny should hopefully be back, but he'll need time to get up to speed. Basuma should be back from injury. Matters. Bentancur's away. You've got Kulusevski, I guess you could say. Yeah, okay, you'll have most of them. Yeah, all right. Yeah, fair enough. I think Spurs getting top 3 this season and next season's a title charge. I love it, Alaz. I love it. Yes, we will sign before pre-season. Good, Fred. Like the positivity. Oh, bloody hell, Donna. Right, we'll end that poll because it's been up a little while. But yeah, very fascinating. Very fascinating. So heads up for today, by the way, guys. And also, by the way, if you're watching this and you haven't seen this live's in 12 or 7. The live later will be at 7. Obviously, before the England game, I'll probably just do like a 15, 20-minute one. This one's not going to be too long either, but I'll do a 15, 20-minute one. We'll talk the England team. We'll talk some more transfers. Just a bit of a roundup, really quick one. So make sure you're alert for 7 o'clock because it will be live at 7. So be there, be ready. I will. Yeah, YouTube basically took away my second channel, which was so nice of them. Don't know why. Their reasoning is interesting. So I'll be arranging a new channel, which I will let you all know about it. So don't worry. And I'll definitely get some stuff sorted, banners wise, pictures wise for it. And hopefully this week we'll get some watch alongs. We'll get, even some gym stuff. We'll get some gaming stuff. We're going to get it all on there for you guys. And obviously tell me what you want on that second channel as well, because it's more for us. This is more of a Spurs, but the second one's more for us, but that will be, hopefully, I'll look at getting that sorted today, hopefully. Well, if we get Desire, he's cheap, get great, extremely versatile. Why haven't our scouts jumped in? Well, we have, because we have looked at him. Hi, Andy. Still quiet, but Everton and Nottingham need to sell before June 30th. Expect us dealing with them prior to end of June. Maybe we are. Maybe Murillo. Maybe Gibbs White. Maybe a Nana. Although I don't think a Nana, but maybe maybe that's where they're going. Do they have a week's holiday before going to preseason? They're on holiday now, Tom. They're on holiday now. Terrible. Hey, Van Gogh's here. Hey, mate. How are you? Can we to Donna as a that's for me, please? Good Lord. Good Lord. So, yeah, there is that. Right. I am going to love you and leave you all. I hope you enjoyed the video. I've got stuff to do today, so I can't sit around talking Spurs for that much, whereas I'll be back at 7, be able to talk a bit more Spurs in a bit more detail. Obviously, like it and subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell notification for more so you know when we're going live. And I will see you all a little bit later at about 7 o'clock to talk some more football. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you all then. Ciao.